Hi, what's your name?
Mrs. Endicott.
What's it like being a teacher?
Being a teacher is busy, very, very busy. Lots to do all the time.
What school do you teach at?
I teach at Spring Mills in Highland, in Huron Valley.
What's fun about teaching?
The kids are fun. They're funny, they're excited to learn, they're energetic, and they just make it a lot of fun.
How many students do you have?
I have 29.
What grade do you teach?
Second grade.
What's your favorite subject to teach?
Science. That one keeps their attention. They love experiments, and I love science too, so science for sure.
What time does your school day end?
4:07.
What time do your students have recess?
They go to their lunch recess at 11:45, and then I usually take them out one more time in the afternoon to about 2:30.
What's the craziest thing that happened while you've been teaching?
I would say we often have a company come in to bring in animals for the kids to pet and see, and one of the times they came in, they put a giant boa constrictor around my neck and shoulders, and it was really heavy, and I could feel it tightening around my neck and shoulders, and it was just, I'd never held a snake before, and I was wearing one, so that was crazy.
Snakes are really cool. Why did you want to become a teacher?
I wanted to make a difference. I wanted to leave an impact on the world, and probably because of the good and bad teachers that I had growing up, I wanted to make sure that I was one of the good teachers that helped kids and improved their lives.
Is being a teacher hard sometimes?
Definitely.
What makes it challenging?
There are a number of things. Sometimes I would say the biggest one is probably just not enough hours in the day, too many things to do and not enough time. Sometimes there can be behavior issues with little 7 and 8-year-olds. There's lots and lots of paperwork and time to just try to plan everything and fit everything in, and all the stuff that we have to do behind the scenes, all the things that we have to, all the paperwork that we have to do, and trying to fit in assessments and teach at the same time. And it's definitely become more challenging since the pandemic, but I always feel like the rewards outweigh the challenges.
Okay. How long have you been teaching?
21 years.
Wow. Do you ever run into former students?
Lots of times. A lot of them used to come back and visit. Now that security is so tight in schools, they're not able to come into the building as freely now as they used to. But I did actually run into one of my students from my first class, and she was working at a restaurant, and this was a couple of years ago at the time, she was like 26 years old, and she was from one of my second grade class.
Wow.
I actually remembered her, and it was really, really cool.
Was there a teacher who inspired you to go into this field?
Yes, many,
Who?
But one I remember specifically was Mrs. Paris from my 7th grade English class.
Oh.
She was just very encouraging and motivational, and just really dedicated to her kids, and so I wanted to be that kind of a teacher, and I hope that I am.
Okay, well, thank you for your time.